All right, welcome to the Spider Pop Arcade. I'm Gordon. I'm here with Blanc and the Magpie. We're gonna be playing Echo again. I still only have a vague idea of what I'm getting into, and we have Mags over here providing some much real some much needed comedy because I
Some
know things.
levity.
Yeah, we're gonna wait. From what I've heard, I'm gonna need that with how crazy things are getting. Apparently, I'm really close, and I don't have the overlay ready because I didn't want the game on while while the pre-stream screen was on because the music from it still plays when you click out of the window. And
Oh.
yeah, and this is a feature funk themed stream, so I'm just all like, I could just have the guitar playing, but it creates this weird juxtaposition. Excuse me, let's see. Why are there two instances of this open? Oh, and then I have to adjust the window because I played Gunlocked, and that game has a very strange resolution. Okay. Is that good? I think I can move this one more. I want it at 437 pixels. There we go. Perfect. Oh wait, no, I want it at 436. Come on. Oh wait, I can just lower the DPI and make that easier for me. You know, that'll do. Okay, so those of you who are new here, Blanc suggested I play this game. That's a coworker of mine from the bakery we work at. Uh, and I'd heard about it. I heard this was an anti-dating sim with psychological horror elements, and I'm like, fine, let's give it a go. And Mags, I'm very happy you're here because I'm gonna need some stuff to laugh at from the vague idea I have from this game. All right, so we ended up the first chapter.
Yes, sir.
So if you're just joining us,
You're not showing
we're
your screen yet, I don't think.
oh right, yeah, let's do that. Good thing too. The good thing I haven't navigated any of the text boxes. All right, there we go.
Alrighty.
Let me get some tea really quick. Oh, this is really good tea.
Mm. Delicious tea.
I need the caffeine. I don't know how I like my coffee because I'm a baby when it comes to coffee.
It's funny because we work at a fucking cafe, basically.
Well, there's a bigger emphasis on the bakery part, but there's also a cafe part and a restaurant part. And also I don't work at the cafe part. So, if you're new, we're playing an otter named Chase. Chase just came back to his hometown to do a school project and reunite with some friends, and it seems a lot of people might have remembered their early time together with a lot of idealization, or maybe rose-tinted glasses, maybe both. We'll see how this plays out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Pain is a bit of a distance away. They're going to the lake, right? Is that what's happening right now?
I believe so. I believe they're actually going to go to a lake near, well, a more river leading towards the lake.
We're going to a river leading towards a lake. Chase wants shots of the river, or of the lake, but the lake is apparently a touchy subject with some of the people in the friend group. So they're gonna go to the river, and then Chase will go to the lake.
And why is it? Did somebody die there? Am I making that?
That's what I think happened. I think somebody died there, but I don't know.
It might have just been your theory that I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a vague memory of this, but it might just have been you.
Yeah. All right, let's continue. To get there, you have to get on Route 93, which Flynn tells me isn't even called that anymore. That would make sense considering how it was impossible to find on the GPS. Anyway, to get to the city, we have to merge from the remnants of 93 onto, I hate this. So, okay, I'm from California, and this is apparently a California thing. Whenever we refer to highways or freeways, we put the in front of the number because it's a proper noun. It's a place and a thing. But the rest of this country doesn't do that. Like, yeah, no, I would say if I'm going on the 93 highway, I put the there. But that's
we would
only
do that.
that's only a
We would do
California
that.
thing.
I think we do that in UK too. He would definitely do that.
I don't know. It's just, and people are like, "Oh, you're Californian." Like, "Oh, you guys with your like, what was it, regional lingo and whatnot?" And I'm like, "That's just proper grammar."
We're just saying it properly, goddammit. We're the ones who are right.
Let's run straight through. Okay. After 15, I'm still gonna be putting those does there, by the way. After 15 minutes of from Peyton, we pull over at the rest stop, which sits at a higher elevation than Echo. If you're looking to the right, in the right direction, it gives you a great view of the town.
Is that the town? My goodness.
I stand outside. Yeah, this place is a desert, and I've been to one desert town, but it was littered with. It had been gentrified, so there were like souvenir stands everywhere, all owned by white people.
What does that word mean? I'm not familiar with it.
It's when the value of an area goes down and like people buy it for low. But the thing is that it's like a forcible buyout, and then they do stuff to lend to jack up the price to it. Sometimes gentrification usually also refers to the sabotage of lowering land in an area. Like there's a history about it here in California where they would put liquor stores and gun stores to attract like gangs, and then gang violence would happen. It would lower the land. And then they would buy it up. The landlords or business people, what have you. I stand outside the old rundown restroom, a paw over my eyes as I stare out over the desert. A distant hazy view of a group of small buildings huddled together signals where the town is. From this vicarious distance, it looks small and harmless. Hard to imagine all the things that happened there. Now look who it is. Right. Oh no! Okay. Yeah. I thought they were simple steps, but now that I have a better view of the so what was it? Yeah. The what was it? The creators of this game are selling this replicas of this bracelet, but like they immediately sold out.
Yeah. Sad face.
I'm so sorry, Matt.
Sorry. How do I use this thing?
Let's see. I look over and see Leo fumbling with the camera, obviously worried that he was going to break it. I walk over and show him how to use it, checking the white balance and exposure myself. I wasn't too good with cameras, but the equipment manager at the university had given me a quick lesson on how to do things. Alright, so I want you to zoom out from Echo slowly, and while you do that, I'm going to walk in the frame, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, hoist the camera up and looks through the viewfinder, ears perked up and smiling. Alright, signal me when you're ready. Adjust the clip-on mic while Leo focuses on the camera then raises his paw, signaling that I should start. I walk into frame, keeping one paw in my pocket and using the other to gesture. I hope I don't look too awkward, I always feel like I do. Echo first began as a settlement. What the hell's going on with the music?
Lore. It's time for lore.
It's time for lore.
It is time for lore.
There's two tracks playing at the same time. It's very... Oh, because I accidentally started 2 instances of the game.
Oh.
I must have double clicked it. Okay, now we're hearing what we should be hearing.
Yes.
Alright, let's see here. Oh wait, let me mouse up. Okay, Echo first began as a settlement in 1852 after James Hendricks discovered gold in a quartz deposit. Oh no, it's a gold rush town.
That is Carl's great-great-great-great-grandfather, James.
No wonder they're fucking rich!
Ah.
Thank you for telling me that, by
spoilers.
the way. The town quickly grew quickly in size, and once it began to serve as a junction along Prescott Railway, it reached a peak population of 6,500 in 1877. Jesus.
Rinky dinky.
Yeah, but that's a lot for a small town. It was at this point in time that a peculiar phenomenon of mass hysteria took over.
Uh-oh.
Many say the reasons this occurred was due to the discovery of a body within the gold mine and the circumstances surrounding that discovery. While not much is known about this event, what is known is that once it ended, a large portion of the population left Echo. Most of those who left settled in the nearby town of Peyton. However, the town still managed to prosper well enough until the 40s. That's when the government stepped in to shut down the mine, as it became a federal law to divert all mining resources to the war effort. The town's population sharply declined shortly thereafter, and by the 1950s it had dwindled to approximately 2,000 people. A shutdown of Prescott Railway in the 1960s, followed by the bypassing of Route 93 by the I-40 in 1986, was the final nail in the coffin for the town. That was the year I was born. By the 90s, the population had dwindled to just 150 people. My goal, however, is to investigate the first event which led this town's decline and possible demise. What happened in that mine almost 150 years ago? I've come to Echo to try to find out what information, if any, can be gleaned from the events of the past. Wait for a few seconds and then look at Leo. That good?
Yeah, don't know how to stop this though.
Here. I'll go over and take the heavy camera off Leo's pause.
That was pretty good. You want to be a reporter?
Maybe. I'd rather just write than be on camera though.
Yo, that's you.
Okay. I can't remember who I was voicing.
You are doing Chase, Jenna, and Carl, I believe.
I guess being raised by stoners, I would be able to do Carl justice. Yo, Chase! You and I look up towards the car, greeted by the sight of a bright white ram's ass hanging out of the back window of Leo's van. I don't really react. I mean, despite being self-conscious about his weight, Carl was pretty shameless about stuff like this. Probably seen his naked butt more often than I'd seen Leo's, and that was saying something. They get a shot of me. Hey! That moment, Flynn, who, of course it's Flynn. Flynn, who is sitting next to Carl in the back, reaches around and he yanks the ram's pants down so that they hang around his knees. Even though Carl's pretty quick to pull them back up, I still get a Oh, Jesus.
Can we do this?
I don't think
Have we gone too far?
Not yet. I don't think text counts.
Oh.
Leo snorts and I see Flynn laughing his ass off while Carl punches him in the shoulder. Unfortunately for Oh no! Fortunately for TJ, who's sitting in the middle row with Jenna, he was looking back at the time and probably got a much better view than I did.
Oh,
now he's facing toward, covering his face, while Jenna sits next to him reading a book, looking uninterested. Oh my god, poor TJ. Don't make me sympathize with TJ,
no
game, please.
Sympathy.
Nearly 21 and you're still doing that, huh?
Yeah, it's a little more awkward without you three around, though.
I bet. We headed back to the car, and I grabbed the camera bag from the passenger seat to put the camera away. Hey, did you see my ass? Saw more than I thought. Saw more than that.
Your thing's about the horrors of Echo, right? It'll feel perfect. Well, if you could even fit it on the camera.
Touch the camera bag in the footwell before hopping in. I think it's funny that he shows this ass and everyone's just like, yeah, okay.
This kind of the thing that happens.
Southwest Adventures is an amusement park right in the middle of Peyton. It's decent enough that people come not just from Peyton, but cities up to 100 miles away to vacation here. So, being from California, the idea of an amusement park that isn't owned by like a major conglomerate is so alien to me. Because what do we have here? We have Legoland, we have Disneyland, we have Six Flags Magic Mountain, we have Knott's Berry Farm. I think the only one is Raging Waters, but that's a water park. And even though as a kid I've always wanted to go to a water park, a lot of my friends you know, now that they're adults who have either been there recently or within the past couple of years, they're just like, yeah, you don't want to go to a water park. And I just take their word for it. It's decent enough that people come not just from Peyton, but cities up to 100 miles away to vacation here. Because of this, it's usually crowded, and today is no exception. Families and their kids are everywhere. It's generally a nice day, sunny in the 80s, and it being on a Sunday added to the crowd. As someone from California, I do like 80s weather. I just, you know, you could wear something nice.
What was the weather like in the 80s? Was it different?
You're funny. That was good. I appreciated that. I didn't mind though. The point of this is to hang out with my friends. But you guys, but I'm starving. Let's get some funnel cakes. I love funnel cakes.
Cakes would make poor funnels.
Good.
What was that?
Cakes would make poor funnels.
That's what they are.
Jesus, Carl, we just got here.
Yeah, well, when I step into a theme park, that's the first thing I want to do. I didn't have any breakfast.
You had breakfast, all right? A blunt with the side of the munchies.
Oh, Jesus.
It's no problem. You can do that while I plan out what we're doing.
Carl ambles off on his way to the funnel cake stand. I snagged one of the park maps from the entrance and I hand that to Leo.
All right. So usually when my family comes here, we go clockwise to hit all the rides.
We're doing well, I thought we were going to the lake. I guess we're just doing this
Not
too?
yet. I
Not
think
yet.
we're doing a little bit more before the lake.
All right. Yeah, let's put some comfort cushion before we go there.
Comfort cushion.
That sounds like a plan.
It's pretty crowded today, so we probably won't be able to do everything, but in this order, we'll at least be able to ride Event Horizon.
Ooh. Oh no, are you a coward when it comes to roller coasters too, T?
You sure? The line is always so long for that ride.
Sounds like an excuse.
TJ's looking up towards the tall, spiraling electric red steel roller coaster. It's definitely the most recognizable landmark in the park. You could see it from almost anywhere in Peyton.
Yep, fastest and tallest roller coaster in the West. I think it'll be worth it.
Oh. God, this poor child. TJ rubs his arm with one paw, the corner of his muzzle twitching a bit. I had forgotten about that. He used to have a pretty pronounced motor tic where the corner of his mouth would twitch up over and over again. I have a weird tic with my left shoulder. It just, from having my arm like perched up on my hip for so long, my arm by default wants to get into that position. So like it'll like act up during work, but not if I'm doing physical labor. Just, I don't know, for some reason when I'm serving I do that. And I've almost elbowed the entire staff. And now people are getting more aware of it. They either don't stand by me or they keep an eye out and dodge it when it happens.
Oh my goodness.
Well, Stephanie's been really good at dodging it lately.
That's good.
Let's see. It used to be a constant thing, but it stopped once we entered middle school. Guess it hadn't completely gone away. That's the thing about tics, they usually don't.
You alright, TJ? We could skip the big ride if you... Oh, hell, TJ. You're a fucking adult now.
Oh, God. I do like Flynn. He gives me East Coast vibes, where they're not nice, but they're kind. But also, it's this game, so they're probably just not nice.
He's an asshole, but not a complete one. He does it for... I want to say showman's... Like, just showman's sake.
Probably, because he's, like, emotionally guarded.
Yeah. And it kind of probably annoys him.
I have a feeling that if I go through his route, there's going to be no cuddling.
You can say that again.
We're gonna do the deed, and it's just like, cool, go to sleep. Doesn't even have like a pot of coffee waiting for you. Just like, cool, you get dressed and leave whenever the fuck you want. No, it's fine.
No.
I'm fine. I haven't been on a roller coaster in a while. Oh, sorry, that was you.
Oh, it's all good. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I just haven't been on a roller coaster in a while.
He just snaps his head back towards us. He's all tensed up, and the movement looks like a rubber band being snapped.
I'm riding all the rides with you guys.
He walks off, paws shoved deep in his pockets. I feel bad for him. I want to give him an out somehow. But that's when Carl comes back with his funnel cake. It's topped with ice cream. Ice cream? Oh, that's just hedonistic. No. Yeah, when you order a funnel cake here, you get a fruit topping and whipped cream. You don't need ice cream on a funnel cake. That's like those stupid. That's like those stupid cotton candy burritos that like all these people tried to make a social media fad, and it's just like, wow, we got cotton candy. We put all kinds of candy and ice cream in it and folded it like a burrito. Yeah, that's a thing.
Wait, is it called funnel cake because it came out of a funnel?
Yeah, what they do is that they make like a pancake batter, and then they fill up a funnel or like a pitcher with a very thin nozzle, and that gets poured into oil, so it keeps like its shape. And yeah, it kind of looks like a bird, like a bird's nest, if anything. Just
looks like the wormy sand things you see on the beach.
Yeah. They're delicious though. I mean, it's deep fried pancake batter.
Yeah.
But the ice cream is too much. I would be like, Carl, no, sweetie, let's take the ice cream off, please. Anyone want to share? Anyone want to share?
Yeah, that looks really good.
Oh my god. The only home cooked meal this man's had, and it's at a fucking amusement park. All right, guess I'll just have to eat the whole thing. You fat fuck.
I knew that was. I knew it was too good to be true for someone like him to be offering to share food.
I'm a big guy too. I do like to eat, but I also like to share food experiences with friends and people. If I find a place, I'm all like, I have to take you there. I enjoy sharing my food. I guess that comes with being a cook. So like I was already not liking Carl, and it's just getting worse for him over time.
If he offered to share, and I said that it wouldn't be an option, I'd be taking
it. Yeah. Great. Now we gotta wait for Fat Ass to finish eating.
Oh, you shut up too. We ain't body shaming.
Is he wrong?
He's not. And I did just call him a fat fuck for not sharing.
Yes. So.
Carl puts his face out of the cake, even with his white fur. Even with his white fur, I can see the powdered sugar clinging to his chin. Nah, I could eat in line. We're going on an event Horizon first. The wait'll be like an hour long at least. I know what roller coaster this is. This is my favorite roller coaster in Six Flags. It's called Tatsu, and it's the closest. Oh my God, Sandy, you would love it because. So here's the thing, it's a hanging roller coaster. So you're in a chair and it just your legs dangle off it. The reason why I love it so much is because when the ride starts, the ride reclines, but at a weird angle, so now you're basically laying down and it takes off, and it's the closest I feel I'll ever get to the sensation of flight.
Oh God.
I
can't do it. I did it once and I just couldn't do it again.
No, man, I went on that ride and the soundtrack of Nights in the Dreams was playing the entire time. It was a blast. I loved it.
I've never actually been on a proper roller coaster, so.
I would, like I said, I would love to take you and Corey to Disneyland, but only because I would love, like, the first thing we would have to do is go to Star Wars Land so I could hear you two bitch about what they got wrong and praise what they got right.
That's cool. I could be down for that.
The thing that sucks though is that they had a store in the Star Wars world where you got to make your own lightsaber. It was expensive as hell, but it's just like, but hey, that like, I might not be the biggest Star Wars fan, but even I'm like, make your own lightsaber. Hell yeah, that sounds fucking awesome. They got rid of it. And yeah, so it's just like, wow, what the fuck is even the point of coming here anymore? Why? So I could order a bottle of Coke shaped like an orb with some plastic mechanical looking shit on it.
The soda orb.
I'm so sorry. You could drink and ponder. The line ends up being 2 hours long, and by the time we get to the actual ride, I'm dying to get in. a pool of any kind. Yes, the California summer theme park experience.
God.
God, you haven't been to Disneyland until you waited about 2 hours in a ride and fucking sweated like 10 pounds off.
I'm very irritable when it comes to that much longer way.
No, I can be too. But at the same time, but you know, I went to culinary school. I got chef legs. I could probably stand 11 hours without having a problem. The only reason why it's a problem at work is because I also have to walk and lift. Oh God, I can't wait to go back to just serving tomorrow. I never want to go back into my old apartment ever again. To put it bluntly, an otter needs water. I like how that rhymed. Part of the problem living in Echo meant that we didn't have any kind of indoor pool system in our house, being as cheap as it was. We ended up having to get an outdoor swimming pool, which was a pain.
Never chase?
I smirk at him. I've ridden it before, Leo. So, your tail's kind of down. You sure you're not nervous?
Eh?
Come on, Leo. Let's ride up right in the front.
Oh, I don't know.
You pussy. You want to give me shit, and you're like, oh, you know, nah, I want to sit in the front. I watched Jenna pull Leo forward towards the line for the front, which is twice as long as all the others. Out for the middle, and it just happens that TJ comes with me. Okay. I don't like sympathizing with him, but I feel hopefully we can ease TJ a little bit.
There's violence.
I used to have a phobia of roller coasters as a child. I don't know when I lost it though. And just one day I just started getting on them. His stuffed ears had been poking straight up the entire time. Muzzle giving an occasional twitch. I lean over to him. You know there's an exit over for people who change their mind. I'll bet you could slip out without anyone knowing. Looks like not all of us are even going to be riding the same train. They stare straight ahead, clutching onto the railing. I can see his sharp claws unsheathed, pressing into the metal and chipping away at some of the red paint. Jesus Christ. Oh.
No, I'm fine.
Oh God, poor child. Yeah, sure?
Yep, perfectly fine.
Well, we're in the middle, which is the best place to be if you don't like roller coasters.
Yeah.
Oh, this poor baby.
Not with the sympathy, Gordon.
We'll lose it. I'm just relating to him because this was me as a child. I was terrified of him. I really wanted to be able to get TJ to skip the ride, but it seems he's pretty determined to do it for some reason. God, I know exactly what's going through his mind. If our Lord and Savior could spend 3 hours on a nailed to a cross, I could spend a half a minute on a roller coaster.
Oh no.
Finally, our train comes along, and I step in as two laughing and panting hyenas step out. Oh my God, that was most intense. Holy shit, dude, I know. I never get scared on rides, and I almost fucking pissed myself. I do a quick check on the seat to make sure there isn't any actual piss before sitting down. Oh, I want to tell you guys about a terrible roller coaster experience I had. I didn't vomit or anything. I would have preferred vomiting. I went on the Riddler's Revenge, and this is a very strange roller coaster because it's a standing roller coaster. The chairs are on these posts, so when you strap in, you could like there's some leeway. Like you could stand up, and the post will extend a little bit, so that way you get a comfortable standing position. I had a hole in my shorts when I went on the ride, and when the ride started and we went through the first drop, the air was going so fast through the hole, it started creating air friction, and my crotch was on fire.
No.
It was terrible.
That sounds very not good. Not comfortable in any fucking way.
No, it was not. And I just had to stand there and fucking take it. I look up and see TJ standing on the edge of the platform. Oh no! It hurts seeing this image.
Yes. Poor boy. Look at his face, dude.
This
Man up, you coward!
We need an adult.
He is an adult.
I know. God. Yeah, you're right. I'm infant. What's the word? Well, I'm treating him like a child.
Yeah. You're babying
His
him.
eyes. Yeah. Oh God. TJ?
I
Is he gonna puke? A bored-looking
Is
teenage.
he going to piss himself?
A bored-looking teenage fox comes by to check my lap bar, and I stick out my paw. Hey, wait, TJ, you getting on? Oh, yeah. The fox goes from looking bored to mildly annoyed. If you're getting on, you need to get on now. We can't hold up the entire ride for you, sir. The exit's that way, where other adventures await. People around us starting to notice. Unfortunately, Glenn, who's lined up with Carl towards the back, is paying very close attention, grinning like he knew this was going to happen. God, I can't like anybody in this game, can I? You're all just awful people.
Oh, TJ too scared. Guess you're a pussy after all.
You fucking bitch. Shut up, Flynn. Hey, TJ, when it gets real bad, just say to yourself, at least I'm not gonna die. I don't think
a few people have. Oh, God.
You think Jesus said that on the cross, TJ?
Oh, God.
Actually, a few people. Okay. TJ! I yell up at him, and it seems to jar TJ out of his trance. He almost falls into the car as he stumbles into it, fumbling with his shoulder restraints before the fox tendon size leads down to do it for him. I can see the red on the inside of TJ's ears as he blushes, and I feel my own ears burn a little from secondhand embarrassment. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Now that it's too late, I realize we shouldn't have started with this ride. We should have started with something smaller to build up his confidence. I'm jolted back as the train moves forward.
Oh, God.
Oh boy, here we go. TJ's paw lashes out and latches onto my arm.
Oh no,
isn't it?
Why am I doing this?
Does TJ have PTSD? Or is this a phobia? It's like, shit. Was he in a car accident or something?
Oh, goodness.
I don't think he's a brave boy.
Yeah, I reach over to try and move his paw from my arm. No! Let him hold, he needs it! From my arm and back onto the handle on his shoulder restraints. TJ, hold on to that. My arm, you're gonna... Chase, quiet. Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. He's gonna do to us what Bill did to Legoshi's back, isn't he? Or do to our arm what Bill did to Legoshi's back. I paused, staring at the links. I'm really not used to hearing TJ yell. He almost puffed out to twice his size. You know, you don't see a lot of antho cats do that. Or at least I don't see it depicted a lot.
I'd like to imagine like the whole feline thing, because I know that when they get pissed, like their fur just
they puffs out their fur so that way they appear bigger and more threatening.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening. What Chase is seeing.
Yeah,
I just need some quiet right now, and
oh
God.
Our train begins its ascent up the first hill, and I can tell TJ's claws pricking through my fur into the skin. He starts mumbling quietly to himself. Just do the rosary, man. Come on. His eyes close. TJ, are you praying?
This was coming.
Fucking called it.
Oh, boy.
Didn't say anything, and soon we reached the apex of the climb. I give up trying to move his paw and sit back a little nervous myself. I really, really hope TJ doesn't completely lose it. Oh,
Jesus.
I rinsed the blood off my arm in a dirty theme park bathroom. Wasn't as bad as I thought. Okay, maybe it's just a simple nick. It wasn't as bad as I thought it could have been. The DJ did start crying when we hit the first inversion. He had scratched the shit out of my forearm, grabbing it with both paws at once. We started the descent.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, Flynn and Carl were still on the platform when we rolled back into the boarding station. Flynn looked ready to lay into TJ again, but when he saw tears, he had the decency to hold back. Fucking thank you. He has some fucking
what a baby, child, baby. Little
baby man. Little baby man.
Baby man.
Baby man, little baby man, little baby.
I helped the shaking Lynx out of the car, and somehow we managed to stumble into the bathroom where he quickly hid in a stall. I hope he's throwing up in there. I should have forced him out of the exit. He'd always had anxiety problems, though I think we all believed it was a childhood thing that he had gotten over. Oh, I don't know if he still takes medication. Oh, shit. Hey, TJ?
Yeah?
We should probably get back. Leo texted me that they're all waiting by the ride.
Yeah, I'll be out in a second.
I'm cheerfulness in his voice is forced. I ignore the weird looks I'm getting. Other people in the bathroom instead inspect my arm. The scratches are pretty superficial, so the bleeding has stopped. Okay, so they weren't deep.
Yeah.
I was afraid we were gonna get impaled and he'd have to get fucking stitches.
Oh goodness.
No one would notice it under the thick fur, even if it's tender as hell. We have the stall open up behind me, and though through the mirror I see TJ come out. He sees me looking over my arm, and his face crumbles up again.
Ace, I'm sorry. Is it bad?
I really don't want him to start crying again. That kid a lot when he was a kid. Almost. Damn it! Because I used to be that way too. Yeah, and it wasn't until I found out that I had PTSD where I was like, oh, that makes sense. And I found out that like kids with PTSD often get misdiagnosed with ADHD or bipolar disorder, and it's just like, well, fucking hell. Just look at me. So, because I used to think I had bipolar disorder, and then I saw a therapist. I was seeing a therapist during my first year at the bakery, and yeah, she told me this like, I don't think you have any of those things. I think you just have PTSD. And then she told me that, and I was like, well, fucking shit. This goddamn the goddamn systems in our schools. Damn it, I don't want to relate to you.
It's hard not to, isn't it?
It really is. Especially
no sympathy.
God, I want to believe that he's not as flawed as the other ones, but I'm not ready to jump that gun yet.
Yeah.
You're in Echo, sweetie. There's something fucked up about you that's gonna keep me from hoping good things happen to you.
You can't just help but hope, though.
I have a feeling he's a self-hating queer, but we'll figure that out if and or when I do that that path.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Oh wait, did I read that? It's
No,
fine. It's fine. Doesn't even hurt.
Well, that's good.
I stand there awkwardly for a few seconds, then I air out my shirt, which was starting to stick to my sweaty body. Listen, it's honestly getting way too hot for me to wait in lines all day. I think I'd rather just sit down and watch some shows or something.
Oh,
yeah? Yeah, you want to do that with me? His ears come up a little as he clutches his paws together, the fidgeting subsiding a bit.
Yeah, Chase, I think that'll be fun.
I can tell he's at least a little relieved. We both headed out back towards the ride, and I spot the four of them waiting by the exit. I furrow my brow as I spot Carl crouched on the ground, Jenna kneeling next to him, rubbing his back. Oh, did Carl get it? It's because he had a fucking funnel cake right before you got on the ride.
Right before he went on the ride, yeah.
Oh my god. He should have waited another hour or two. By that point,
it was 2 hours in the line, so.
Yeah, but that's like the breakdown period. From what I heard, it takes about 5 or 8 hours to completely digest food.
Oh.
So 2 hours, I think, would still be a little too early.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Hey, everything all right? Jenna looks up, a sympathetic smile on her face. Carl's not feeling too good. You want to sit on a bench or something? I'm just finding this funny because it's like a bunch of adults went to a theme park to relive their youth, and it's just like, oh god, no, we're all too old for this. But TJ's 19, so he doesn't have an excuse.
Yeah.
One of them's like 21 as well. It's like, I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah.
You want to sit on a bench or something? If I move, I'm gonna That's what you get for stuffing your face. Oh, right. That's you. Sorry. I wanted to read that because I'm angry at him too, but you read it.
What is that one
We
angry voice in your head?
That wasn't you voicing the character. That was just you speaking.
That's what you get for stuffing your face right before the ride.
Oh, that's actually a great idea. You think they sell ginger pills or ginger ale at least? Well, carbonation can help settle a stomach, and ginger pills can help with nausea and dizziness. A joint would be nice.
Goodness.
Oh my goodness, indeed.
Please.
Oh my god. I can't imagine.
This guy needs an intervention.
He really did. They should have just lied to his face and be like, Carl, we think you have a problem.
They would be lying.
I mean, I like getting high too, but socially, you know?
Yeah.
With friends, people I trust in a controlled environment.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if, I mean, depending on what strand he's using, it could end up making things worse.
There's some vendors over there. I'll go check.
I'm actually kind of glad everyone's preoccupied with Carl right now. Takes some of the heat off TJ. It really does.
Yeah. Let's move you to a bench. It'll be better if you're sitting down. Oh.
That's a great thing about green tea. When it gets cold, it's still good. Slowly, Jenna and Leo lift Carl up, and now I can see from his face that he really is ill. To the average person, our little outing might already seem like a disaster, but this is perfectly typical for us.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Nothing ever went according to plan. We sit Carl down on a bench, and he bends over, his face in his hands as he moans softly. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Ooh. Oh, I see. I thought.
TJ comes back with a medium-sized cup in his paws. He sits next to Carl.
No ginger ale, but they did have some lime soda.
You know what? That works too. He just needs carbonation in his system.
Mm-hmm.
Carl takes it and sips a bit before sitting back and belching. Ugh, fuck it, I'm done, guys. Oh, God. No, just sit with TJ. It'll be fine.
What? What are you gonna do all day? Sit there?
You guys could go on the knockoff Small World together. That sounds like a fun time.
Oh, God, that's too cramped for me. Actually, me and Chase are gonna go see some shows. You can come with us.
Oh, that's right. It's a theme park. There's down to be like little events happening.
Yeah. Guys, we were doing this to hang out with each other, remember?
Oh, boy.
Leave him. We're wasting time.
Glenn turns and walks off, his hands shoved in his pockets, hunched like a stone gargoyle. He definitely looked the part being a lizard. Damn, that was probably a bit speciesist.
I was about to say.
Well, we all have our phones. Text us, alright? Sure. Turns and follows Flynn, but Leo hesitates for a moment. Just go, Leo, please. He looks at me before eventually turning to follow. Yeah. 5 minutes later, Carl's stomach settles to the point where he's able to get up and walk. At this point, I'm completely wiped out, and I just want to sit down. So, the heat's getting to him. TJ had an anxiety episode, and Carl made very poor choices.
Yeah, he has made a very poor choice.
This looks like the Hollywood Bowl.
It kind of does.
Oh, but was it? There's no walls on the back. I point out the first stage and we see and they agree. I point out the first stage we see and they agree. I sigh gratefully when I sit down. You look tired as shit. You look sick as shit, Carl.
You're one to talk.
Right? I crack an eye open to see Carl giving me a sidelong glance. I don't sleep very well in motel beds.
I actually woke up around 2. You were gone.
2 a.m. or 2 p.m.?
I think like a.m.
No, TJ's looking at me too. I feel my gut clench for a second. Yeah, I tried to go for a walk down the street, hoped it would help me get tired.
Lies.
Well, if that happens again, you can just walk over to my house. I'm up until like 3 every night. That used to be me!
Oh, no.
Wow, why? Carl shrugs, leaning back and sticking his hooves up against the chair in front of him, earning him a dirty glance from its occupier. Games mostly. Sometimes I read. Read what? Carl rubs his chin, opening his muzzle, closing it, and then opening it again. You know, it would be pretty cool if you spent the night one of these days. The house can be creepy as hell when you're the only one in it. You're alone? Yeah, parents are vacationing in the regal paradise, having a bloody good time, they tell me.
Can't use that word, you're American.
Carl tries to put on an accent, but doesn't do a very good job of it. I wonder if he was. I wonder if he was.
Okay.
Yeah. I wonder if his parents are.
Or like descendants.
Yeah. If they're from
Maybe.
if they're from a part of Europe and he was just born here. Or maybe he's just making fun of the fact that
Maybe
they're
he's just
fucking
making
rich.
jokes.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, Hendrix is here.
Because his family has, yeah, his family has money, and his great grandfather discovered the gold in this town. Oh, did you want to go with him? Carl blows a raspberry, laughing. Not really. Mom told me right away that weed isn't legal there either.
Yeah, they're on holiday in the UK, I think is the point.
Yeah, so I took that as them not wanting me to come along. Or maybe they wanted you to not smoke weed while you were enjoying yourself, Carl? Come on. Matt, why are we playing this game like not enjoying these characters?
I know, but that's what makes it so intriguing.
I mean, I'm still having fun, but God. Oh. They did say that the chocolate there is real, whatever that means, and that they'd bring me some. I guess I'm not of a fat ass yet. Come on, Carl. But dude, I'm getting there soon. All I have to do is stand in front of the mirror, block out my face, and oh my God. And wow. Okay.
What?
I know he's joking, but wow. I make a dumb snorting, croaking sound, and I can feel TJ looking back at the two of us disapprovingly.
Okay, fair enough at that point.
Yeah, no, it's okay. You get a free pass on judging this one, TJ. That's the hardest thing to do when you're high. God! Wait, so you've actually done it.
Why did we bring him?
Why are we friends with these? Why are we friends with these people? Carl shrugs, smirking at me. I reach out and grab his chest, and from what I can tell, they're pretty firm set of pecs under there. Carl puts a mock horrified look on his face. Sexual assault? He touched my breast. Oh, whatever, Carl. They're harder than mine. So now we're teenage girls in the locker room comparing Rex. Hey, you're the one that brought up tits. You know what? I can see it. Yeah. You're the hot preppy one everyone likes, and I'm the fat chick that you're all nice to, but call Big Thunder Mountain behind her back. And TJ hadn't been paying attention, distracted watching some of the dancers on stage. He looks innocently at us. Huh? Oh, sorry. You're the cute, naive Christian chick that everyone takes, that only takes it up the butt so as to stay a virgin.
What?
Oh my God. Let me feel your boobies. I want to compare. What in the world are you Oh God.
No.
Small but perky. Oh my God. These fucking people. After a few seconds of tussling and Carl getting smacked in the nose by TJ, somebody shushes us from behind and we're forced into silence. The show starts off with a bunch of mice having a weird sort of hoedown. TJ's really into it and actually starts clapping along. I smile. TJ could definitely be kind of cute sometimes. Carl just rubs his nose and leans back, watching with the smirk as the whole thing is a joke to him. At this point, my eyelids are feeling really heavy. At most, I'd gotten maybe 4 hours of sleep last night. Oh, I've been there. I think about leaning my head back, but the backs of the seats are pretty low, and I just end up with my head hanging over the back. Leaning forward would be impossible. I could lean on one of my friends. I don't think they'd mind.
All right, your first choice.
Oh,
Your choice. TJ or Carl?
Wow, this really is a choice.
Boils for choice here. The lesser of two evils.
Yeah, because it feels like a Sophie's choice, but under an incredibly different kind of context. Damn it.
You will be judged for your decision.
Yeah.
Well,
so
yeah.
You lean on TJ or you lean on Carl?
Carl looks comfy, but also that seems like a terrible idea. TJ probably wouldn't mind, but that's also a terrible idea.
That's the point. They're both terrible. Choose, Gordon.
I'll pick Carl.
Hey, me too.
Carl is definitely the better choice. Bigger and probably softer. He'd make a nice pillow. Carl, I'm gonna use you as my bed, huh? I put my head on his shoulder and close my eyes, feeling the soft, puffy, sleeveless hoodie and his bulk under my cheek. Weirdly enough, he was pretty damn sturdy. Expected him to feel pillow soft. I wonder if he works out in his spare time, if he's got like massive pecs.
I feel like he's a fat fit type of guy.
But he's a what? I need to hold on. I need to adjust the balancer because the volume is incredibly loud right now.
I feel like he's like a fat fit type of dude. Like he does work out, but it's not.
Oh, like a Debu Bara kind of body type.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gives off that vibe. Oh, but like, I don't think that might be a natural metabolism. I want to believe he does some form of exercise.
Yeah.
But I mean, the man just downed a fuddle cake, so I don't know. Weirdly enough, he was pretty damn sturdy. I'd expected him to feel like a pillow puff. Damn, Casey, that tired? Mm-hmm. Well, alright then. I feel him shift and suddenly he's putting an arm around my, an arm across the back of the bench, giving me more support. The gesture makes me feel a little warm. I can feel TJ's eyes on us, but I ignore him, enjoying the position of intimacy. Oh, are we that touch-starved? Are we that touch? I guess I should talk. The sounds of the clapping and fiddle starts to drift away as the lack of sleep takes its toll.
Yeah, time for sleep.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, creepy music.
Yep.
I feel along the rough edges of rock and dirt. The only thing I can hear is the shower of debris I'm knocking to the ground. The air is stale, and I have the vague feeling that I'm suffocating. Yeah, sleep apnea. I keep going. I'm gonna reach the end eventually. Just have to keep moving. I can't tell that I'm going down. Oh, I can tell that I'm going down deeper and deeper.
Are you like dreaming or in the mines or something?
That's what I'm thinking. We might be experiencing whatever happened to the person that died in the mines. The space around me is growing smaller and smaller, and soon I'm hunching so that my bed doesn't scrape the ceiling. I can hear footsteps, not quite in synchrony with my own. They aren't any kind of footsteps that I've heard before, though. I stop and listen. It's definitely a sound of feet, but not like they're walking. It's like they're stamping down on the ground, making as much noise as possible. This is accompanied by a slapping sound, as if someone is smacking their paws on the ground as well. I imagine a canine toddler still insisting on walking on all fours while throwing a tantrum. It's heavier though, like an adult is doing it. The image makes the nape of my neck prickle, but I'm not scared. It's not long after I've stopped that the noise stops as well. Just 10 feet behind me, I turn, watching the darkness. I knew you'd come back. They always do. My voice sounds clogged, muted, like the rocky walls are just sucking up the sound instead of bouncing them down the tunnel. The stamping starts up again, loudly coming towards me at full speed. Now I can hear sobbing, sniffling, and a strange guttural grunting.
Is he a werewolf? This changes things.
It's just feet away. Only moving in circles.
Remember?
I do remember this from the beginning. It veers away just as the words leave my mouth, going back to the way it came. I stand there a while, listening until I can't hear it anymore. I turn and continue on, feeling the walls again, as I make my way lower and lower. The smell hits me right as my paws hit it, slick and slippery. Blood coats the walls, my paws run along like thick oil. It's warm and fresh, and now I know I'm getting close. A voice abruptly echoes down the tunnel. It's not far away at all.
Oh.
Oh.
Whoa! What was that?
Wait, I have voice mod. Let's have some fun.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Where's my voice box?
Why did the image of TJ flash up? What was that all about? Did we
Oh,
all
I
see
didn't
that?
even. I
Yeah.
did not see that actually.
I
I
saw
did. It was
and
quick.
it was a bit. I don't know. Yeah, it was very creepy in a way.
I need you to come back. They always do.
I make my way closer and closer. Now, fear pricks my heart.
They always do.
I hear muffled screams now as if someone is yelling with their mouth closed. Now, the fur is standing all over my body, but my feet won't stop. I keep going. I'm getting closer and closer.
You must descend the meat tunnel.
You're only moving in circles.
I'm here. It's right in front of me, and now I'm reaching out to it. Reaching out to touch. To touch it. I can't stop. I can't stop. Whoa!
Yeah.
I jump, my head jerks up, and my eyes snap open, looking around wildly. It's like I just came up from being underwater too long. Shit. Whoa. Sorry. TJ and Carl both jump shortly after I do. I look back and forth as they stare wide-eyed back at me. It takes me a second to realize I'm still at Southwest Adventures at the stage watching shows. Jesus fuck, dude, you alright?
Carl.
I lean toward... God damn it. Yeah, TJ's priorities, my goodness. I lean forward and rub my face in my paws, trying to stop shaking. I'm fine. I'm fine. Just a really bad dream. I feel a small paw on my back as TJ rubs it.
What about?
I'm not really sure. Just in a really dark place, and some things were in there. That does sound pretty creepy. What kinds of things? I think for a minute. The weird calling thing, the screaming thing. Pull my head up, looking towards the stage, which is empty now. It doesn't matter. It was just a dream. Hey, what happened to the show? Carl chuckled next to me, leaning back. I missed them, dude. We've seen like 3 shows. Yeah, they even had a segment with others doing water tricks. We thought about waking you up for it, but you were in a really deep sleep. That's too bad. I always love seeing my people laughed at for the swimming clowns that we are. How long's it been? Phil checks his phone, which he already has out. Been about 3 hours. Could probably get some lunch now. And I've been out for a while. I'm surprised I hadn't at least woken up a few times, considering the uncomfortable position I've been in.
I guess you feel better than that then.
Yeah, I've been feeling better for the past 2 hours. Now I'm hungry.
Oh,
Well, I mean, it's 2 p.m. A funnel cake does not give you 5 hours of nutrition. It's already 2 p.m. and I've...
It's always eaten today as well.
It's already 2 p.m. and I've composed myself for the most part, so I take out my phone to text Leo. Oh, hey!
How many messages are going to be waiting here?
We're kind of hungry. We should meet back up. He gets back to me pretty quick. I'm mostly done with rides anyway. Meet at food court. We meet Flynn at a table in the food court where he's already bought some pizza. Carl immediately sits down and pries open the box, taking out a few slices.
Carl. Of course. You guys have fun?
It was alright. Watched a few shows about our state species' history. Chase took a nap. Flynn eyes TJ, who doesn't say anything as he sits to take out his own slice of pizza, a bit more daintily than Carl had.
Feeling better, Teach? Yeah, I'm fine.
TJ wasn't a slice of cheese pizza.
Yeah, well, the pizza here is a hell of a lot scarier than any of the rides, so you're braver than I am.
Where's Leo and Jenna? Flynn rolls his eyes and nods towards a row of carnival games to the right of the court. Fighting. Oh, God.
They've been playing those games for a fucking half hour already.
Really? I'm not surprised. I got my own slice of pizza and a napkin and make my way over there. Oh, Jesus. Keeping with the theme of the Old West, the carnival section of the park is decked out with fake saloons and brothels. I spot them pretty quick. Leo's holding a pink unicorn and Jenna's carrying a green dragon. They seem to be in pretty good spirits, though Leo's grin is a little tight. It's like a pretty successful haul, you guys. Hey, Chase! Jenna's grinning, looking a little smug as well. You guys finished? We're eating now. Leo shifts the giant unicorn around.
Yeah, we're pretty much done, I think.
Damn, you must have won something pretty hard to get that. Oh? What happened? Yeah, that was me. Oh, he's been holding her prizes?
Yeah.
That's fucking funny. I look over at the green dragon Jenna's holding. But what about that? Oh, yeah, I won this too. Oh, well, I'm sure you've won a couple.
Actually.
Yeah, I've been beating him at every game.
Good on you.
Yeah, well, you're visiting. I want your memories of this vacation to be good.
Sure.
Obviously, it's getting to your head, though.
Oh, please. Chase, you should have seen his face. Sour grapes the whole time. Oh, really? Oh, right. He gets competitive.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Especially around Chase.
Oh, you. God, he's such a bitch.
He wanted to prove himself, and he failed.
I feel like he's trying to prove something and failing constantly.
Mm-hmm.
I would usually stay out of stuff like this. Leo always got a little carried away when it came to competition, especially when I was around. But it was kind of funny seeing him act like this.
Let's just go eat.
It's funny for now.
Yeah, it's funny right now, but I have a feeling this is foreshadowing. Also, this is a really good expression. This man is just absolutely defeated right now.
Yeah. And he's like, let's go eat. I'm tired.
Wait, there's a heist tracker. Why don't we show Chase who's stronger, huh? Oh no. Oh god. Oh god.
Come on.
You did that on purpose, Jenna.
Yeah. In front of Chase too.
What happened?
Like,
I missed that.
They're gonna play a strength game, and she's just like, "Hey, why don't you show Chase how strong you are?" And I was just like, "Oh, that was the fucking magic word, wasn't it?" Or words. Leo contemplates that for a second, but seems pretty confident about this one. He's literally almost twice the size of Jenna.
I don't know if that's very fair to you, Jenna. I mean,
Let that sit, and honestly, I have to agree. Jenna, though, gets a little fox gleam in her eyes that I knew meant she thought she knew something we didn't. But I'm gonna woo your ex. Oh. That's not the music I imagine to play right now.
I know it's supposed to be lighthearted. Remember, this is it's just a love sim game.
Oh boy.
It's a love sim game.
Wow, Jenna's going all out. My muzzle flushes under the fur, but that only seems to decide things for Leo. A confident smile replaces the sheepish one from before.
Oh yeah?
Oh no. He flexes his shoulders and sticks out the stuffed unicorn to me. I stuff the last of the crust into my mouth and reach out to take it. Jenna does the same, and now I'm hugging two massive stuffed animals to my sides, tripling my girth. That's, so me and Mags have a friend named Ezzy. She loves plush toys. And one time I went to a mall. I went to the mall with her. We went to Miniso, and she bought like a bunch of plush toys. And she was on cloud 9 just walking around the little store holding them, but she kept getting bugged by the staff. You want a bag? And she's like, no, I don't want one. I'm happy. Leave me the fuck alone. And then but they kept asking her, and finally she's just like, fine, because she just wanted them to stop asking her. Let's see.
Oh, all right, let's do this.
Plus, you crow at some point.
Maybe I'll get her one. Would it be nice to get give her plushies of like our species, the species of Arsonas?
That'd be so cute.
Jewel tarantula plushies are actually easy to come by, and so are crows. Ants feels like it'd be. Oh wait, no. Corey has quite a few Sonas now.
Squid plushie, that'll do it.
That's good. He's got a monster Sona. He's also got like a scaly Sona that like I absolutely adore.
Who's this guy?
It's a random NPC. Don't
just
worry.
random NPC.
The random NPC has to be the most attractive of all of them. Okay, I see how it is.
He looks fit. All right, yeah. What was the other thing I wanted to mention? You know, we could get a black cat plushie for Corey. Step right up, test your strength. $3, 3 tries. Ring the bell and win a prize.
I'd like to try.
I like how it looked like he shoved a jet up.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
We have a taker. A big, strong wolf like you would have no problem at all. $3, please. He hands over the money, and the carny hands him a mallet. They all pointed at me with a grin. Oh no.
This one's for you, Chula.
Oh man. Does Chula translate into anything?
It's like it's an endearing term. It's like handsome, beautiful.
What's
Chula.
the one I was like? Is it Corinia? Hold on.
Cariño? I don't remember. My Spanish isn't the best.
Oh, okay. Well, what was it? Because there's like a Spanish word for sweetie. Oh, yeah, Coriña or Coriño.
Yeah.
That's the one. I was in my game of Monster Hunter Stories. That's what I named my, oh god, the bear monster. I can't, yeah, Zeros. That's what I named my Zeros. Kind of a play on words, I guess. Because they also love honey, but also they're a big sweetie. They don't have genders in that game. Okay. My heart skips a beat. He hasn't called me that in a while. Oh god.
Yeah,
oh, this is gonna make me cry.
For it.
It's like, no, keep your what is it? Your intimate like romance moments away. I know they're tainted. But I decided to play along. Oh, look at that, Sandy. He wants a griffin.
Yay.
I point to the griffin.
Big, hot, sexy griffin.
I point to the griffin and the carny's long shelf to the toys.
Sure thing.
Oh boy. Spreads his legs and squares his shoulders before raising the hammer and yeah, I knew it was that game. Bring it down on the rubber looking pad. It's a pretty hard hit, but the chaser only raises to the 40 mark. I think this game is, yeah, it's more technique than just strength.
Yeah.
Oh, almost. Sir, try again. Bell froze, and now I'm not so sure this was a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is he going to break it? Is the question.
He raises the mallet again and grunts as he brings it down even harder, causing the contraption to shake a little. This makes me wonder if he has that, what is it? If he has a little bit of that toxic masculinity you see a lot of like older Latino men have.
Maybe.
I worked with an old Mexican at my last job who was just riddled in that shit. He was also ripe with misogyny. He was, oh god.
The double whammy, nice.
Yeah, and the only reason why they ever kept him in the staff is because he was a really fast worker. He could do a lot of jobs at once, but I know for a fact he wasn't getting paid the amount he should have been getting for all the work he was doing.
Yeah.
This time the chaser shoots up to the 70 mark. Even better. This time put your back into it.
Last one.
What does this cat look like? This cat almost looks like my cat Cleo. She has a similar fur pattern. She has similar colors, but she's got like a tortoiseshell thing going on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And also, she has this fur pattern on her head that almost looks like a Castlevania title screen. With like she's got a white patch of fur that almost looks like a moon, and then like these splotches of black that almost look like Dracula's castle. And I fucking love it.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
I can hear Leo growling a little bit as he raises the mallet and a final time and brings it down with a snarl. All the muscles in his arms standing out. I'm pretty sure I feel the ground shake this time as the impact causes more than a few heads to turn. This time the chaser only goes to the... Yeah, I don't think he's hitting it in the right spot.
Yeah.
Leo gives up the game. So close, $3 will get you 3 more tries. Would you like to try again? No. Nope, my turn. Jen already has their money ready and hands it to the carny. Now shove Leo out the way. A little battle between the sexes, eh? Well, step right up, my fair fox maiden. How will you fare against this big bad wolf? Leo reluctantly hands the mallet to Jenna.
All right, beat 70.
Jenna points the mallet at me, winking. Don't worry, Chase. I'll get the gut griffin for you. You bitch. Leo snorts loudly, folding his arms, looking pretty annoyed. You're also a bitch.
Good luck. I was hitting that as hard.
Before he can finish, Jenna raises the mallet into the air and puts it into a graceful swing. It's as if she were chopping wood as she brings it down hard onto the rubber pad. She probably hit the sweet spot. It lands precisely and cleanly in sharp contrast with Leo's sloppy hits. I stare.
Oh my god.
I stare. Leo stares. The carny stares. Jenna simply raises her paws in the air. Yay! A few onlookers. You know what? She's kind of giving. She's giving me.
Can't be mad at her.
No, but also this seems like this whole event feels like a Jackie moment. We have our friend Desi. She has a canine Sona named Jackie, and Jackie's a soft butch. And yeah, no, I could see something like this playing out with Jackie. The only difference is.
Well, the thing is, she looks like she can do this kind of thing.
Oh, that's true. She over time she's slowly been drawing Jackie with more muscle.
Yeah.
And she always actually had like a bit of a muscular build when we first saw her. But what was it? I could see her and Flynn just winning everything.
Yeah.
A few onlookers look. Well, what was it? It's funny because yeah, our friend Corey has an OC named Flynn, and boy howdy, it's hilarious because they're okay. Corey's ace and Ezzy doesn't really identify as ace, but she's also not really interested in relationships. But it's just hilarious because we have like these two, like an immovable object and an unstoppable force?
Yeah.
And they love shipping their characters to each other, and it's hilarious because the art they did of their characters is super like tender and intimate and romantic, and it's just like, this is rife with spite and rage because they kept trying to one up each other. It was hilarious.
It's pretty good.
Let's see, a few onlookers around us laugh and cheer. Oh my, the fair fox has won. Come over and pick your prize. He glances at Leo. Sorry, buddy. I feel like she's a sympathetic, but also you smile. Leo's way before turning to the onlookers. See that? A female fox half the size of this male wolf has rung a bell. Oh, he's apologizing in advance.
Oh.
Could one of you be next?
Oh, the salt in the wound.
Oh my god, look at his face! He's like, bitch, you did not! In front of my ex of all things! I'm glad I'm having a laugh before things ultimately spiral out of control. Hold on, I have a loogie from laughing too hard. Oh god. Okay.
Is he gonna be like, I let her do that? Yeah.
Leo looks mortified, but quickly changes his expression to a sheepish grin. He doesn't seem to want to look at me. Good job, Jenna. Jenna bounds back to us carrying the big stuffed griffin. Give those ones to Leo so I can give you this. I hand up the stuffed toys to Leo, who grumbles a bit as he takes them. Damn thing's rigged. You weren't hitting the right spot, dude. Oh god, you think he's bad at sex? You think this is foretelling of his performance?
No.
Oh, that's hilarious. I'm finding this particularly funnier because I know how much you love this character.
Oh yeah.
You could use some communication in the sack there, buddy.
Mhm.
Then I like a lot of it, so much. Then it hands me the griffin. Thanks, Jenna. That was really. She leans over and pecks me. You bitch! I see Leo's eyes widen as she does it. His ears standing up straight. Oh my god! She's out for blood. It was nothing. Oh my god! Why don't you just shove his face into the dirt while you're at it, Jenna? My god!
It was ruthless. God.
You're being cuckolded, man, and not in the consensual, clear communication way. It was nothing. Leo stands there a few more seconds working his jaw.
Awesome.
Oh boy.
Oh no. And he's
comes
off.
Yep. He's gonna go masturbate and cry in one of the public stalls.
Oh my god.
He turns away and well, given some of the shit I know about this character,
Well,
his happy tissues are also sad tissues.
Oh my god.
Because he's a lazy fuck. He turns away and
Oh,
leaves,
boy.
his arm still wrapped around the giant stuffed toy. Jenna starts laughing. Jenna? Oh, she'll get over it. He's just so damn fun to tease. I have to agree, but not when I'm being used to do the teasing. He's still really sensitive about the whole thing. You guys talked it over, didn't you? Anyway, aren't you gay? I take a deep breath.
Another choice.
No, I'm bi.
Ooh.
No, it actually says he's bi in his character description.
profile.
Yeah, his character profile. But he does say that he's he just, when people assume he's gay, he just never corrects them for whatever reason. You told me there was a reason for that, but I don't know it yet.
He's lazy and doesn't want to explain it.
No.
Or, like, just doesn't care for it.
Stop contributing
how
to...
hard is that to explain?
It's not
But
hard to
damn.
explain. Chase,
No, I
stop,
like both.
stop contributing to bi erasure. I actually used to get...
That being said, if somebody assumed I was straight, I'm straight, I probably wouldn't correct them much.
No. Not really. Hmm? I mean, yeah, obviously I like Leo, but I've liked girls too. Oh, interesting. Hmm. I started to rub my eyes with a paw, still a little tired. Hey, don't tell Leo that I work at the state fair every year.
Yeah, bro.
Ah, you bitch! I mean, I wasn't wrong. It's all in the technique. And she
Leo just lacked critical information.
Yeah. Wasn't planning on it. Rest of the day was pretty relaxing. We ride a few of the more mellow rides. Leo seemed to cheer up, and I volunteered to sit next to him on the Ferris wheel. Of course.
Mm.
TJ even built up his courage to the point where he rode the swinging ship. That's not scary,
It's not that bad. It's just a lot of back and forth.
I guess. But like, did he really have to work up that much courage for that ride? I wonder.
I think he's not a fan of roller coasters.
I guess.
Oh,
Glenn and Carl rode the slingshot ride together, and the video
Oh.
feed from the ground, I think it's the first time I've ever seen Flynn scared. I wish this was spelled another way, because this is how Corey spells the character's
I
name
know,
too.
I know.
Mhm.
So I'm saying Flynn, thinking of my friend's
And the
character.
colors are not dissimilar.
No,
from his
right?
listed
He's
sonar either,
yeah, because
so
like
it's a
'cause-
bit like, oh wow.
yeah, because Corey loves black and orange. Like those are his
Mhm.
characters, or those are his colors.
Mm-hmm.
And well, this one, there's a lot of weird coincidences with this character. I wonder if I should even show him to Corey. Carl did end up barfing after that one.
There it is.
There we go. He might feel
that,
better
that,
after.
that one's a bit understandable though. By about 6 p.m., everyone's tired enough that we agreed to head back. I'm still exhausted, so I sleep for the half hour it takes to get back to the motel. When we do get back, I notice how good the sun looks right now. At the sigh, I remind myself that I'm not here to actually that I'm here to actually get a project done, not just play around. So as everyone sits in the motel, I let them know I'm about to shoot some B-roll. I don't know what that
Yeah,
means. Oh, that's a photography term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gathering up my
Yes.
equipment and heading out into the heat. Dragging it outside, I set it up, sweating under the evening light. Even this late in the day, the heat was pissing me off. That's one thing I hate about California. That during the summer, during the heat waves, even at night, it doesn't get that much cooler.
I don't like it when it gets like that at all.
No. For some reason, it's a lot cooler in Pueblo. My mind drifts back to the many days of summer under the blazing sun, the temperature barely dipping below 100. I'm amazed poor TJ never had a heat stroke. But,
He's a lynx, isn't he?
yeah. When I put my eye to the viewfinder, I'm a bit disappointed at how broken down the town looks, even with the amazing backdrop. What a dump. I'll say. It's then that I fear footsteps and talking behind me. I pause my recording and turn around.
How's the filming?
It's all right. Kind of ran out of sun, but it's okay. Echo looks like crap no matter what kind of light you shoot it in. Do you need us to keep quiet? Nah, I'm just shooting B-roll. Was about to come back in.
Let's stay out here for a minute. Car and Flynn are getting a little loud.
Don't leave them alone with TJ. That's a bad recipe.
Oh shit! Yeah, it is.
TJ.
Oh god, you guys just love calling with TJ. What the fuck were you thinking?
Besides, I want to talk to you two.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Turn around, Jenna and reaches out the other one to pull me in so that we're both flanking him. Got my shoulder pressing his warm bulk of his side and chest.
Where's this going?
I know. He'd always been taller than me. My eyes barely come up to his chin. But now it seemed like he was almost twice as wide. Yeah, why is he so fit? Have you been working out your depression by literally working out? He definitely put on more muscle since I last saw him. Well, he was always pretty muscular. He'd been more on the lean side. Now his chest and biceps pulled his shirt tight. Oh god. I don't want to say who it is, but there's a manager that whenever he's not in the white shirt, like if it's a holiday or something, or they, we're wearing a promote. When the
I know who you're talking about.
I know! God! It's so fucking unfair! Why does he have such a great body? Like when he's in the white shirt, it's fine. And then that one day I came into work while they had like those black t-shirts with like the bakery's mission like on the back. I was just like, where the fuck has he been hiding all this? Oh no!
God.
Even Gracia was just all like, Hector, he's your manager. And I'm like, I know, Gracia, shut up! And then one time, one time, he just wanted to move me out of the way. So he kind of did this. I told this to you. He did this, like, I do this thing with my hand when I pet my cats, like when I scratch their heads. He did the same thing just to get me to move out of the way, right? He didn't hit an erogenous zone or anything. I was just like, okay, Ryan, he just wants me to move out of the way.
Yeah.
And then after a couple of seconds, I processed what happened, and then I was just like, oh, fuck. And then I started blushing like a madman. Which, no one's going to ask because I was in the back and it's hot as fuck there, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I was just like, wow, this is very embarrassing. It felt nice, though, like something very sturdy wrapped in velvet. Oh, don't compare him to velvet. I love the feeling of velvet. I suppose it was
now ruined, Gordon. You could never enjoy velvet again.
Especially if it's in this color. I suppose it was a mixture of adding on both muscle and fat. Yeah, double Debubara.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Debubara guys in this game. Oh, okay, there's only two, but still. There's only two, but still. That's more than I'm used to.
All of them.
We don't count TJ, and Flint's too much of an asshole. I'm at least happy to see he's gotten over his little defeat to Jenna. Look at us,
yeah,
Leo.
too.
Oh, that's you.
Oh, look at us, the OG crew.
Strong voice vibrates from his body into mine. The effect is tranquil. I feel like
Don't fall for it.
I know this sensation, and I've had this with a couple of my crushes. Together again. The thing I miss about this town. Leo is referring to the fact that Jenna, and I were the original three of a group of 6 to become friends.
Mm-hmm.
Later, we would add TJ, then Carl, and finally Flynn and Sydney.
Dun dun dun.
Mm.
Ah, this is
They
the.
passed away when a colony was dropped on their head.
Oh God.
God.
I'm sure Corey would have appreciated that joke.
I sent him an amazing message earlier about exactly that.
That's freaking funny. But I need to do another gunplay stream. But like
Oh,
next day off, I want to make more game progress. So I have a lot of day shifts this week, so hopefully I'll be able to play more games during the day, and then on my day off I could do like a gunplay stream. I need to finish the big boy, the chunky Gundam Virtue.
Oh, I've got a chunky light as well that might even be chunkier than the Virtue. So
That's actually a surprise. I find that surprising. Let's see, Sydney. All right, well, that I'm gonna be thinking about that name from here on out.
Yep.
I remember when you first got here, everyone was afraid of you.
I remember when I first got here and I found a bunch of gringos who would even talk to each other.
Jesus. We all went to the same schools in Peyton and had our different friends there. When Leo moved, he thought it was strange that the kids in Echo didn't hang out together. As I entered middle school and high school, I cycled through a ton of different friends, but the ones in Echo always stayed the same.
Remember when we'd always have sleepovers at Chase's place?
Oh, see, this sounds super cute too.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for the friends I made during high school. I made 5 friends that I still keep in contact to this day. I had a very lonely childhood, so I never did any of like the sleepover shit. Actually, what was it? Herbert's wife would often be like, "Why is it that Gordon will do anything for you at a moment's notice? Like, did he save his life or something?" And it's just honestly because my friendship with Herbert captured its. I managed to get some sense of like youthful friendship from him. We did a lot of cool shit together, and sometimes it'd get late and I'd just crash at his place. So at the very least, I managed to get those experiences, and I was still in my early 20s, so it's not that weird. I miss the shows though. Hopefully I could I'll be able to go to the one of our friends is having. But I need to look at the date and start making phone or request those days off. Of course, I'd kick your ass at Clouds of Fury all the time. Oh God, you just do it all, don't you, Jenna? Jenna's also a retired fighting game esports competitor.
Probably. Honestly,
she won it all retired, having been victorious. Never been defeated.
I remember. I used to think you guys were the only friends with me for my video games. Many times I've fallen asleep to the flickering. Aw, see, that sounds sweet.
Yeah.
I'd fallen asleep to the flickering of the old CRT television set, watching the outlines of Jenna and Leo twist side to side as they played. I'd wake up hours later only to find them still playing. It was weird. Jenna and Leo get along really well, but there is a bit of a competitive streak between the two.
I wonder why.
Actually, it's one of the few things that gets Leo genuinely angry. I think he even broke one of my controllers
Oof.
once. Oh,
Yeah.
I hope he bought a new one.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Wait, what the hell is this? Oh. Okay. Sorry, I got a message.
How long has it been since we first met?
Well, when did he move in?
I think it was in the 2000s.
I was 13 that time. So take 2015. Oh, is it? Does this game take place during 2015?
I think so.
Well, apparently.
Yeah.
Cool.
What does that leave you with, Leo? Yeah, so take 2015. Leo looks sideways at me and smirks. There's a flash of white canine as it, his.
I read
teeth.
cocaine and I was very concerned and confused.
I saw canine and I'm like, what does that mean? Oh, his tooth.
His teeth.
Yeah,
The teeth.
it appears from under his lip for a moment.
You think you're yourself a real hotshot now that you're in college, huh?
I smirk back though. I know my canines aren't as impressive. Pretty much, yeah.
Well, you'll always be those little brats to me.
Leo's wagging tail swat me in the butt. That's intentional. I'm not
Yeah.
really sure how I feel about that.
Speaking of which, are you two getting along over there?
Jenna looks at me around Leo's broad chest. Yeah, sort of. We haven't had many chances to hang out.
Why not?
Well, it's college. It's also a pretty large university. I don't even think
What?
we've even.
Hold up! Is it a university or a college? Come on, make your mind up here, people. They're different things.
That's your grammar issue right there. Mine's the freeways. I don't even think.
No, they very much are different things over here. So
Yeah, I don't even think we've ever seen each other in passing. Yeah, things are different. But Jenna, we should do something together soon before you graduate. Definitely. God, this all seems so fucking terrible. I'm afraid this is just gonna end with just like terrible, like okay.
Everybody dead.
Not even that. Just everybody. Just like I'm just gonna see this friendship they all share just get absolutely destroyed, or at the very least, we'll acknowledge that we're different people now and go our separate ways. But we'll always have the good times.
Yeah.
Leo still looks a little disappointed that me and Jenna aren't keeping up at the university, but I don't know why. She had her friends, I had mine, and we did talk sometimes. Jenna nudges into Leo, causing us all to sway. And speaking of that, when are you going back to Mesa? Mesa is the community college in Peyton. Leo went there for a few semesters before taking a break. And by break, I mean he quit.
See, I'll have to talk to my parents. It's just starting to get really busy.
Why don't they hire more people, You would have graduated by now. You would have had your master's by now. Oh boy. Is it the commitment being it feels like it's like the toxic
family,
toxic Latin family.
Yeah.
Toxic Latino Hispanic family.
Family business and not the help he needs.
You know what's funny about Mexican families is there's a commitment to family, right? But most Mexicans are Catholic or Christian, so they also want you to be like, morally upstanding. But the second family is involved, they want you to ditch all those fucking values.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing I couldn't fucking stand. Cause like I would snitch my sister whenever she did stupid shit, and if my cousin was involved, they'd be like, "Why do you defend your sister?" I'm like, because she's the one. It's her fault this shit happened. My cousin was just there. Like, you should still stand up for your sister. I'm like, no, I'm not. I mean, at the very least, our relationship is much better now. She's married and she had her first kid last year, and now I'm starting to see that like she's starting to get disillusioned by our family and our mother in particular, and I think that's very healthy. That she could look at all the shit we had to endure as children and be like, I don't want this for my child, and that she's actually working and trying to be better. And the funny thing is that I often hear that like every parent just wants, anyone who wants to be a parent just wants to do a better job than their parents, and it's just like, yeah, but what's it mean when the bar's set so low?
A guideline to go off of, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. It's about committing to family business, not the help he needs. Oh, sorry, that's your line.
That's all good. I already read it.
Jenna rolls her eyes while blowing out some air and ruffling the tuft of fur on her head. Wolves and their families. Wolves are coded to be Mexican. That's funny. All, I guess, was it wolf packs?
Yeah.
Wolves and their families. You should try thinking and speaking for yourself sometime. I hadn't done that, I'd still be stuck in that crank house. Is she the child of drug abusers?
Basically.
Damn it.
She had a really rough upbringing.
No, I can actually relate to that. Yeah. Oh God. Boy, howdy, this game. Jenna flicks her head vaguely in the direction of where she used to live. Jenna is the only one aside from Carl who has family still living in Echo. I wonder if she's going to visit them, even though I'm pretty sure I already know the answer to that. See Leo tighten his arm around her shoulder, but she goes on without missing a beat. And you can start with our otter here. Oh no. I look up, caught unawares. Huh? What?
Jenna.
I'm serious.
Uh-oh.
Jenna puts her paw up in Leo's face, cutting him off. I'm not going to spend this entire week with you asking when or how you should do it. Let's rip off the band-aid now. Chase.
Jenna.
Uh-oh.
There's a warning in Leo's voice as he pins back his ears and drops his arm from our shoulders. I already know what's happening. It's been a long time coming. Take a step back and fold my arms, looking to the side. Chase, Leo has some things to say to you, and yes, it's about that. Now I'm going to head back and make sure Carl didn't light up in the bathroom.
Jenna.
And she's off. His tone changes
John.
to exasperation as Jenna turns on her heel and leaves. Judging by the curl in her tail, I can tell that she's pretty satisfied with what she's just done. How well do you know your friends, though, Jenna? Oh boy. I return my attention to the road. Stop giving me a false sense of security game! Stop making me think I'm about to find progress only to have it be undone. I'll return my attention to the road. I couldn't really bring myself to look at him right now. We both stand there for a minute, 3 feet apart. I hear Leo scuff the ground with his foot, then sniff as dust rises from the ground. I hear him draw in breath a few times as if he's going to say something, but it ends up blowing it out with a sigh. We were never good at this. Probably why it ended up feeling like it did. Leo.
I'm sorry, Chase.
For what?
Not talking to you about this when I should have. Talking to Jenna about it when I should have been talking to you.
He reaches out. Oh no, this song kind of sounds like cellophane.
Soppy music.
No, but it sounds like cellophane, so now I kind of want to laugh because that's the name of the song from the Borzoi dog meme.
I know.
You know, the one with like the Miss Piggy impression? The song is actually incredibly sad and heartbreaking.
I've never actually seen any of the. I've never watched any video related to that.
I should send you the music video because it involves pole dancing. But this and oh no, and she's wearing a very revealing outfit. But like,
well, it's
oh
how
my
that works.
god, it's just because when she sings, when she sings that song, it's not supposed to sound like good or harmonic. Her voice cracks because it's a very emotional song, and you're witnessing someone kind of like crack under the pressure of giving so much to a person while getting nothing in return, and it is heartbreaking. And it's funny because I heard that and I still laugh because it's like Borzoi joke, but then I remember the song and it's like oh no, it's not funny anymore.
Emotion.
Yeah, emotional damage.
Yeah.
So, speaking of that,
he reaches out and sets a paw on my shoulder, the silver anchor on his wrist glistening just a bit in the fading light. God, that fucking bracelet.
Tactical emotional damage.
Yeah, no, Matt told me the story about this bracelet, and I guess we're gonna get it now. Because what was it? Chase had like an episode when he saw it earlier.
Yeah.
He's smiling at me, but I grip my teeth. Why are you still wearing that? Oh, it hurts.
I
His eyes flick from the bracelet, then back to my face, expression turning defensive. Oh.
Why aren't you stealing yours? Don't you remember what we said?
You bitch. I sigh looking at the scattering of clouds behind Leo's head. They're tinged a soft pink from the fading sun. The sunset is almost the same color as Leo's fur. Leo, we were teenagers.
That's not an answer.
Hits me off and I look back at him.
I told you, they weren't love bracelets. They weren't just about a relationship. They were about everything. Our friends, family, memories.
Echo.
Beach.
Ah, thank you. I raised my voice above his, cutting him off this time. They were about Echo, Leo. We stand there a while, and Leo's looking closely at me, expectantly, his ears tipped forward. His eyes pierce me like ember shards. It's always hard to look him in the eye during our arguments. Oh no, this is really sad.
Ah, new art.
What
For more emotional damage.
Yeah.
What do I have to? What do I have to say it?
Ellipses.
All right, fine. All right, fine. I fucking hate this place. Everything about it. It's the most miserable goddamn place I've ever been.
How many places have you ever been?
Enough to know that it's miserable. Most everyone here is old, obese, on welfare. Half of them are probably on meth. Neil pulls in a deep breath and blows it over my head. I can smell the bell peppers on his breath.
No one likes it here, Chase.
I mean, it was an anchor. I'm half laughing. Just looking at it made me feel I was still tied to this town. I didn't need it reminding me of all that awful stuff. I know it was supposed to symbolize our being each other's rocks or whatever, but it stands for a lot more than that.
But a lot of good things happened here too. No one should forget where they came from.
Sometimes I wish I could. At this point, Leo's deflated a bit, going into a slouch, his ears lowered.
Wait, you said was. You didn't get rid.
No, I still have it. It's just in my drawer in my dorm room. Honestly, if it was anything else, like one of those infinity bracelets we saw, I wouldn't have troubled wearing it.
Well, fuck. Why didn't you say anything when we were buying them?
I didn't know it was going to be a problem. Leo takes in a deep breath again before blowing it out, puffing out his cheeks this time.
Uchikader.
Is that his? I don't
It's
know.
like saying G's. It's like.
Oh, yeah. Exacerbated term.
Yeah.
Puts upon his eyes and holds it there for a few seconds. It's a pose I'm pretty familiar with. Even though I haven't seen it in a few years, I'm hit with a wave of memories, mostly of me frustrating or embarrassing Leo somehow. We decided on the anchors mostly because they looked pretty. Leo had referenced some wolf metaphor about roots and how we're always drawn back to them. Also some bullshit about how otters were great sailors, but really it was just the aesthetic. I mean, I love nautical aesthetics. Like, I have a bracelet with an anchor because when I think anchor, I think the beach, I think SoCal shit, just beach culture in general. Not even so much like surfers and like sailors and whatnot. I also think of like tattoo parlors and shit. And it's funny because given how much I like that culture, I absolutely, because I also love rum, but I also absolutely hate Sailor Jerry rum. Every time if I have more than 2 ounces of Sailor Jerry, I get emotional drunk. No other alcohol does that to me, not even tequila. It's just that specific rum. And
what?
And well, here's the thing. I think like I joke because I looked into the history of Sailor Jerry. He used to be a tattoo artist with 3 apprentices, and he might be disappointed at 2 of them. One of them was a designer by the name of Ed Hardy. Ed Hardy's stuff is mostly worn by douche bros, and it does have a tattoo aesthetic. Like, the dude makes shirts, jackets, purses, leather goods, all with like these things that look like classic beach surfer tattoo shit. Sailor tattoos. It has that vibe, but like, he might be considered a sellout. I'm actually not sure. And then Sailor Jerry had another apprentice that just made off with the rights of some of his stuff. So, and they don't help support his family. He has one apprentice that got into a legal battle trying to get all like the rights to his stuff to his family, and they got a lot of it. But I don't know what the situation is now. So I joke that whenever I drink Sailor Jerry, I I get overwhelmed, like it's as if the spirit of Sailor Jerry enters mine, and now I'm just sad and depressed. So I stay away from that. My sister gave all the groomsmen in her wedding their drink of choice, and she was just like, here's yours, and I'm like, uh-oh. And she's like, what, you don't like rum? No, I thought you loved rum. No, I do love rum. I just don't drink Sailor Jerry. If I drink this, I'm gonna be a crying mess at your wedding, but not because, oh, you're a woman now and it's beautiful and you found your soulmate. It's just I'd be crying for all kinds of stupid shit. So I'm not gonna touch this. I ended up giving it to my cousin's baby mama because she loved it, and she's just like, oh, you don't like Sailor Jerry? I'm like, no, you do? Yeah, take this. Take it, please. Just take it far away from me.
I must not be allowed anywhere near it.
Nope. And I don't even think it tastes good either. It's just, no, just get it away from me, please. Give me Kraken. Or Myers.
Oh, you were going to say, give me crack.
No. No, Kraken's a spiced rum. It's black, and it has a Kraken aesthetic to it. I love it. Like, and they sell an umbrella where the handle's like a tentacle. And it's
Eldritch rum.
That's actually kind of the vibe. It's like
no, see, I know I've seen like ads of it and whatnot.
Yeah, Corey likes it too. Let's see.
Sounds for some right. That checks out.
For some reason over the years I'd begun to associate the anchor with being stuck in Echo.
Beach.
It was when I started connecting the anchor to Sydney that I'd taken it off. It was too much. Anyway. Oh, sorry.
That's not good.
Leo brings me back to the present, and I focus back on him.
What I was trying to say was that I'm still not okay with how you left.
Leo, I said I was sorry, and I still am.
Or how you stopped talking to me for a while.
Okay, I was a kid. I thought I had a good tactic, like Jenna said. The Band-Aid, we did start talking again.
It was more like you punching me in the gut than kicking me in the balls. The problem was that you didn't give me a chance to say anything. Or at least tell me why before you broke it off.
I stay silent for a while and finally look up, setting my jaw. Like I said, I was young and dumb. I didn't know how to handle it. I can't keep apologizing. Or we can move on and make the most of this. Or I can keep apologizing. Or we can move on and make the most of this. We only have 1 week, and I want to have fun. Neil looks at the side, pause on the hips as if contemplating, then looks back at me with a smile.
All right, fine. But don't think you're off the hook. I still want to talk soon.
Soon. Just not right now. No! Do it now, you fucking cowards! Okay, not you fucking coward. This isn't... The ball's in Chase's court now.
Yeah.
I stand there awkwardly for a few minutes, then, because it feels appropriate, I step in to give him a hug. He takes it willingly, and is warm. He's warm and strong. And I wonder why the hell I dumped this guy. Oh shit! Just then, someone lays the horn as if they drive past us, pulling. Oh fuck! Pulling me out of my reverie. Ow. Yeah.
Wow.
It is 2015 after all.
Yeah.
And then we're in a very white fucking
8
desert.
years ago. Doesn't feel like that one.
It doesn't, does it? I lean back so I can watch the car speed down the empty road. Leo keeps holding me though, and he just chuckles. It hasn't changed much, has it? No, it fucking hasn't.
There you go.
I don't even have to read that. As we're saying our goodbyes, I remind Leo about the shots I need of the lake. He says he'll talk to the other two about it after they leave. We'll say our goodbyes before Leo, Carl, and Flynn take off. TJ takes his usual hour getting ready for bed, while Jenna does some schoolwork. By the time I'm finished brushing my teeth, I'm grateful to see them both in bed. Get under the covers next to TJ and lay there for about an hour staring at the ceiling. Slowly, I slide out from under the covers, careful not to wake TJ. Quietly, I slip my jeans on and grab my jacket before heading out the door. He didn't wake up TJ this time.
Yeah.
Art change.
Is this another dream?
Style.
The music.
And it's a beach. They're an echo. Oh, it all works out.
Today, God, and it's such like an upbeat song too.
Would you like me to tell you where this is taking place?
Is it taking place at the lake?
Yes, it is.
Oh boy, and is it the moment?
You're gonna have to read for
that's
that.
spoilers.
All right. Oh,
Who the heck is Toby? Let's find out. Let's
find out.
Story.
I want to know who Sydney is. Okay, Toby built a small sandcastle next to the lake in the process of digging a moat around it. Jenna drops a few twigs next to it before running off to find more decorations. Flynn is talking to Sydney, pointing at Toby's sandcastle. Sydney looks hesitant but excited. He seems to make up his mind, suddenly running forward and kicking the top of the tallest castle.
Wow, Sydney is an asshole.
It breaks easily with the most of it flying into Toby's face.
Wow!
Toby flinches back, shocked before immediately crying as he rubs his eyes. Then it comes running from across the beach, yelling before shoving at Sydney, who's laughing. He turns to Toby, trying to help him clean his face. Oh!
Oh!
Is Toby TJ's name?
Yeah.
Wow, I never even thought to think what like his actual name was. But the lynx pushes her away before running towards the trail back to Echo.
So a snippet of Sydney and Flynn's dynamic, and also a dynamic between Jenna and TJ.
So Jenna's is kind of like the den mother.
Yeah.
All right, so that's another chapter down. I am gonna save. Do I want to save over this? I kind of do. I'm not. Yeah.
You can.
I'm gonna do that because it's just like, well, I don't feel like exploring every fucking path right now. All right. So, wow. Jeez. I still feel like we're going through the intro.
Yeah, we are.
Let's put up the scene ending soon because another chapter. Definitely want to end after that. Oh boy, so lot of heavy stuff we're dealing with here, and it's just gonna keep getting heavier. I feel. Oh god.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm very upset with Chase. Can we not talk about it right now? No, talk about it now. Deal with this now. Don't keep that bandage on there any longer. God damn. It's one thing to watch a horror thing and make fun and like, oh, these people are being stupid. It's another thing when you're watching a romance or movie or story or whatever, and like, bad relationships happen and then you do all the wrong shit. Like, no matter what,
living character and humanizing them, that's what hurts.
Yes, and it's just like, God, we're getting two genres I like to be very vocal about, and I don't know what to yell about because there's so much to choose from. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. I'd like to thank both of you for joining on me in this. This was a lot of fun. I absolutely enjoyed it. This was great, and I can't wait to do it again with the next chapter. I think I can only stream this once a week. I don't think
Can't take much more.
Yeah, no. So hopefully after I get my schedule, we can organize a chapter of this, and then hopefully you and me, man, get back to Breath of the Wild. We'll see. We could probably do that another day off. I like to get 2 days off in the week, so I could do one for Gunpla and then one for Breath of the Wild, and then everything else in between. Or go back and forth between Gunpla and Echo. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk about it. So yeah, the stream's over. If you like what you saw, be sure to give me a follow. I'm a variety streamer. I play all kinds of stuff. Who knows? Maybe I'll finish one of the games I start. Once again, I'd like to thank you two for joining me, and I don't really have much of a social media. It's not like I have anything to plug. So yeah, goodbye everyone. Have a great day. Be sure to relax and listen to your body, and remember to stay healthy. Laters.